everybody, my name's Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny. Thank you for joining me in today's video, which is all about the Frugal Frocks 2021 challenge. So this challenge has been set up by two lovely ladies from the sewing community. They also have their own YouTube channels as well. And those two lovely ladies are Ruanne from the Yorkshire Sew Girl and also Sam, who is Frugalissima. I will link their channels down below for you, so make sure you are following them. So they got together to create this challenge and I'm so excited to be taking part along with all the other YouTube vloggers who are going to be talking about it. So just to explain, there's going to be a little like vlog tour where there's a whole bunch of us sewing vloggers where we're going to be explaining about what we are planning on doing for the challenge and also explaining it to you guys because this challenge is open for everybody. So it's just that all of us vloggers have got together to try and promote and to share this wonderful, wonderful challenge because there are prizes involved. Woohoo! Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a little image here, and this image explains a little bit about the challenge. So you can see there that the Instagram handle for this is a hashtag FrugalFrocks2021. So this is a challenge where number one, you choose a free dress pattern. So you can go online and find a free dress pattern, or you can do one if you self-draft a pattern, or any way where that pattern was free and is free to other people. So the second point is then you need to choose a fabric from your stash. So no going out and buying special fabric, you've got to search through your stash. And then the third point is make your dress in March, because point 4, you want to reveal your dress on the 31st of March, and that's going to be over on Instagram using that hashtag FrugalFrocks2021. You'll also need to tag Ruanne and Sam, so that is Ruanne the Yorkshire Sew Girl and Sam Frugalissima. So that's why I suggest that you go over to Instagram and start following them now. So you'll also see on there that there's a list of all the sewing vloggers who are going to be taking part in promoting this challenge and giving you their thoughts and ideas on what they're planning on making. So you'll see there that if you look at the dates, you'll see that yesterday it was Claire from Claire Who Makes Things. So make sure you check out her video if you haven't already. And the lady that follows me is going to be Stephanie Farrell Focus. So she is going to be having her video up tomorrow. And as you can see, every day on there, another sewing vlogger is going to be releasing their video. So what am I planning on doing? So what I'm planning on doing is showing you 3 different free dress patterns that I have come across, and also some different fabrics from my stash, which I think will work really well for the patterns that I selected. So I'm going to show you these patterns, but I'm not going to tell you which pattern or which fabric I'm going to be using. That I'm going to be saving until the 31st of March, where I myself will do the big reveal as well. And fingers crossed, hopefully win some prizes, because don't we all just love prizes? And I do believe that the prizes, it's not just for UK residents, it is international as well, as far as I am aware. Okay, so what patterns am I thinking of? So I'm going to show you the first one here. Now, this pattern I have had in my pattern stash for absolutely ages. This was probably one of the first patterns that I printed out when I first started sewing. And it is from So Easy, and it is the Fit and Flare dress, if you can see it there. So this is a jersey dress, and they recommend that you use a kind of a heavier weight knit, such as Ponte, double knit or thicker jersey. And this dress, as I say, it's called the Fit and Flare dress because it is fit and flare. So I'm not sure how well you might be able to see it here, but it's actually got these princess seams that go down the side of the dress. So that's front and back. So you actually do have 4 separate sections for this dress. And it's got this lovely skirt that just kind of flares out, gives it a really, really nice shape. And on here it does say that it is available in sizes. So the smallest size is a bust of 31 inches, a waist of 26 inches and hips 34 inches. And it goes up to a 48-inch bust, a 42-inch waist and a 50-inch hip. So those are the sizes that are available for this pattern. Now, all of the patterns that I talk about, I will link down below so you can go and check them out. Now, this pattern, you get instructions like kind of photographs on the website. They're not available to print out as far as I'm aware. But what I love about this pattern is there is a YouTube tutorial that follows it as well. So the lovely lady here, Debs, I think it's her that's actually creating that YouTube video. And that is what I used when I created this dress way back when I first started sewing. Now, I don't actually have the dress that I made originally out of this one because I made it and it didn't fit because I picked the wrong size. So lesson learned there. So that's probably another reason why I'm kind of thinking I might want to pick this dress, is I want to give it another go. And yeah, I just want to see if I can actually make it in the correct size and actually see what it looks like on me. So the fabrics that I have selected from my stash as possibilities. So I've got 2 here. So the first one is a fabric that I got from the Maker's Merchant, and it is this blue jersey with these white and mustard polka dots on. So you do need, for this dress, you need around about 2 meters. So I do have 2 meters of this jersey. As I said before, it does recommend like thicker jerseys, such as like ponte and double knits and things like that, or thick jersey. This is a cotton spandex jersey, and I think it would be absolutely fine for the dress. So that one I thought would be a really nice contender for that. So that would be quite, I think, kind of subtle, quite smart. Wear it kind of any time of year. So yeah, that was the first option. Second option from a fabric from my stash is, I got this from, I think it was First for Fabrics, I think. And it is this gorgeous coral jersey with these flowers and birds on. And I thought that was adorable. I've kind of been thinking I've wanted to make myself a t-shirt dress or something out of this fabric. And I just think that one would actually be really, really nice. Even though it does have like the princess seams at the front, I don't think that it would risk kind of breaking up the pattern or anything. And again, I've got 2 meters of that, so that would fit that perfectly. So yes, those are the 2 options that I would have for that dress. Just thinking about it, actually, this dress, I remember when I made it, it's actually got a facing on it for around the neck. But what I'd probably do is I probably wouldn't do a facing. I'd probably change it and do a neckband, I think, instead. Just because if I'm using the cotton spandex jersey, I think that a neckband would be a better option. So yeah, that was pattern number 1. So the next free dress pattern that I'm going to talk to you about is the Heidi Day Dress, and that is from Wearable Studio. So Wearable Studio is a pattern company, and this is one of their free patterns. I believe they're on an Australian pattern company. And I saw this dress and I just thought it looked really, really nice. I thought it looked quite nice and straightforward, quite nice, plain, simple lines. And it's got this tie, which you can use to cinch it in. And I do like how the tie is constructed, because it's not just a loose tie that you just grab and, you know, kind of put it around your waist. It's built into the dress at the back, and then you bring those ties around to tie them at the front. So I've seen this dress over on Instagram. It looks lovely. I've seen so many different designs, so I do recommend checking it out if you are interested in this pattern. So a few things about this pattern. I've just got some notes here just so I know exactly kind of what to tell you guys about it. So the sizing on this one. So the smallest size is a bust 32.5, a waist of 25 and a hip of 33.5. And this goes up to a bust 49, a waist 40.5 and a hip of 49. And it recommends fabrics such as linen, cotton, rayon, cupro, needle cord and denim. And you need about 1.5 meters of that. So I thought, oh, let's have a look and see what I've got in my stash that would fit the bill. Now, when I saw it said that it recommended linen, I just thought, yes, linen would be perfect for this dress because to me, it just looks like a really nice summer dress. So I've got two fabrics to show you on here. So this fabric came from Felicity Fabrics that I bought, I think it was quite a while back now, I think. And it is a pale kind of blue, kind of powdery blue. And this is a viscose linen. So it is it's got linen content and viscose content. And it's just a little bit more drapey than, you know, linen. And I don't know if it's any less creasy or anything, but it feels really, really nice and soft. So I thought that would be quite a nice option. I also thought with this dress that you could layer it as well. So I'm thinking I could make it out of this fabric and then, you know, when it's a bit colder, I could team it up with a t-shirt or a little turtleneck or something. And because it's plain, I could kind of match it up with either a plain or a patterned design. So I thought that would be a nice little contender. And then the other one is another viscose linen. This was from the Maker's Merchant. And I mean, I just had to put a funky print in there, didn't I? So this has got giraffes and zebras and lots of flowers on there as well. So again, yes, I do have 1.5 meters of this one. And I just thought this would be so fun for like summer. If I ever get round to going on holiday or something, this would make an amazing holiday dress, I think. And yeah, I just think the design of the Heidi Day dress would just be perfect in that. And I just think it would look really, really nice. So yeah, that is my other option for that. So just to mention on the instruction side of the Heidi Day dress, because Wearable Studio are a pattern company already, then actually when you download this pattern, the instructions are really good. It's just like what you'd get if you were to order a paid pattern. Now you can buy this pattern on their website, but you can get it for free as long as you sign up to their newsletter. So what you do is you go on the website, you'll see on there that it's about, I don't know, about $12 or $14 or something. But then underneath it says, however, it's free if you sign up to our newsletter. So absolute brilliant there that you can get a pattern which other people would have to pay for, but you can get it for free as long as you sign up to their newsletter. And so you'd find out about all their other patterns when they release them as well, or any offers and things. So I thought that was a good one to mention. And then the last free dress pattern I'm going to talk to you about is actually a Gertie dress. So this is a dress that was featured in Love Sewing magazine, I think quite a while back, and it is a free pattern. So you can go and log on to Love Sewing magazine and you can download this pattern completely free as long as you sign up to their newsletter. So I thought that was an absolute brilliant one, because if you follow Gertie, she has the most amazing style. She just adores like vintage clothes and things, and yeah, she just creates the most beautiful designs. She's got her own pattern company called Charm Patterns. She's done collaborations with Simplicity and Butterick, and she's also created quite a few of her own books as well. So yes, I do love her a little bit. So this pattern, as I say, it comes from Love Sewing magazine. Now you can, as I say, download the pattern as long as you sign up to their newsletter. So it is totally free. And let me tell you what sizes this comes in. So this comes in sizes, the smallest is a bust of 32, waist of 24 and hips of 36. And the size goes up to a bust of 46, a waist of 38 and a hip of 50. And the recommendation on this fabric is 2.2 meters if you've got a wide fabric, or 2.7 meters if it's a narrow fabric, because the fabric recommendations for this is mainly cottons, cotton lawns, voile and sateen. So kind of reasonably kind of sturdy fabrics. And the instructions on this, because I have to say I've already downloaded it, it's basically just a copy of the magazine. So the instructions are not incredibly detailed. You'll just kind of get steps explaining kind of what you need to do. There are a couple of illustrations because part of this dress you do have an all-in-one facing and a option for a lapped zip as well. So they do have some illustrations, but it's not, I would say if you're a beginner, then it might not be the best dress to try unless you're feeling really confident. The instructions aren't, you know, hand holding or anything like that. But, you know, if you've made, you know, a few dresses before, I don't see you having a problem at all. So I do think it's definitely worth checking out. So the fabric that I'm thinking of this, I picked up two cottons from my stash. So the first one, I think this came from the Vintage Sweetheart. I think I got it quite a while back. And this is a cotton with loads of kingfishers on. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this fabric. And this is a narrow fabric. So I think it's about, I can't remember now. I think it's probably about 115 centimetres width. And I do actually have 3 meters of this. So yeah, it recommends 2.7 meters if it's a narrow fabric. So I should be absolutely fine if I do choose this one. And I just thought that would be really, really sweet. I can imagine in summer just teaming it up with a nice little white cardigan and some little white shoes. And I just think it would be so cute for like spring and summer. It would just be adorable. So I love that one. And then the other option I thought is probably following a little bit more maybe with Gertie's picture for the magazine, is to do a floral. And I think I got this fabric from, I think this might have been Flamingo Fabrics, or it could have been the Vintage Sweetheart. I can't remember. As I say, these fabrics came from my stash, so I can't remember where some of these came from. This is a wide cotton, and it is in this beautiful floral print. Absolutely lovely with those pinks and greens and blues. And then you've got like these little accents of like, it looks like gold glitter, but it's not, it's just kind of printed on. Don't know how well that might show up, but isn't that just a beautiful fabric? It's so, so nice. This one is probably a slightly lighter weight cotton. It might actually be a cotton poplin, actually, now that I'm feeling it. I don't think it is just a standard cotton. I think it is a poplin. So yes, that is my other option for that dress. So those are my 3 dress patterns that I'm thinking one of those would be a good option for my frugal frock. And also just to mention as well, Laura, who is the Specky Seamstress, has also told a whole load of us vloggers about a website which does list a whole load of free sewing patterns, be it whether it's dresses, tops, trousers, that may be a little bit more size inclusive as well. Because I must admit, when I was looking through free sewing patterns, I did notice that some of them especially were not that size inclusive. So free patterns should be for everybody. So I'll make sure that I link that website down below. So if you are interested, go and take a look. I believe it's called Broad in the Seams. So I'll pop that down below. Also, I didn't actually mention the top that I'm wearing. This is actually a free pattern as well. This is the Forget Me Not Vera tee. So it's kind of like a gathered, kind of sleeved, kind of poofy sleeve. This is made out of viscose jersey, so it's not quite as poofy. as if you made it out of a cotton spandex jersey. But yes, this is a free pattern. Can't believe I forgot that. So I would love to know, which pattern and fabric do you think I'm going to pick? I think I've got an idea of which one I'm going to go for, but I would love to hear your feedback and which one you think I should make, or which one you think I'm going to make. So make sure you go over and follow Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, and Sam from Frugalissima over on YouTube and Instagram. And if you are going to be joining in, then I cannot wait to see what you're going to do. So like everybody else, I'm going to be revealing my dress on the 31st of March over on Instagram. I may do a YouTube video as well. I'll see how I feel. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, so if you are entering, then I hope you have lots of fun with it, and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.